So back to being vulnerable in loving, it doesn't always make us very comfortable because we don't like to be vulnerable. We like to be strong. We like to be in charge, in control. And when we begin to love someone, we have to cooperate. We cannot dominate on the person we love anymore. No. We let the other, because of the love we have for the other, wound our heart. You see, there is an expression in the Song of Songs, you have wounded me with your love. The beloved and the beloved. When we love, we are attracted by the good that is in the other person. But we need to make a distinction. Love cannot be reduced to my love, my feeling. Because when, after a few years, I don't feel anything anymore for the other, what happens? I separate, I divorce, and I choose another one for whom I might experience more feelings, and I begin again a new adventure, and so on. Like the Samaritan woman in chapter 4 of St. John, we see Jesus who meet that poor woman who had 6 men in her life. Don't tell me she hoped to be loved for herself. Don't tell me she has not been used and abused. And Jesus presents himself as the 7th man. Oh yes, Jesus loved us in a passionate way, but spiritual way. Agape, not only philia or eros, the 3 degrees of love that Pope Benedict spoke about. Jesus loved us like he loved the Samaritan woman, who symbolizes maybe all the society, completely messed up by so many failures in love. Jesus said, give me to drink. Give me your faith, your trust, your hope. Give me your human love. And like the water of Cana, I will transform it into divine love. It's so important to let ourselves be wounded by love, but beyond feeling, because in a passionate love, I necessarily exercise feelings. And after many years, when the feelings are not there, and I say that not only for married people, I say that for priests, for religious, who have had maybe a great enthusiasm at the beginning of their calling, and who after many years say, I don't feel anything for the priesthood. I don't feel anything for my religious life. I don't feel anything for my spouse. The 3 states of life. Do we love only if we feel like loving? You see, we have to distinguish in love the exercise of love and the love in itself that attracts us. I mean, the spiritual good that is in the person. So, when I say I love, doesn't it mean I feel attracted by the person? But even when I stop feeling attracted by the person, the good, the spiritual good that every person has, especially the one I first loved, remains. But maybe I let the sufferings, the trials, I let my bad mood, I let my all kind of things that has happened between the person we first loved and us be so numerous. All the arguments we had, the disagreements, in many families you have divisions among the in-laws, and we remember also the word of Jesus, in the same family I will separate. Do you think I come on earth to bring peace? No, division. In the same family they will be divided mother-in-law against sister-in-law, daughter-in-law, and so on. It's a very mysterious passage. We need to love beyond our feeling. I give you an example. When in a family, both parents were married but not in the Catholic Church, and one converts and becomes a strong Catholic. Well, if the other doesn't want to convert because he doesn't have the same experience, he has not been touched by the grace of God for the time being, he can be mad at the other, who becomes super devout and wants the children to be educated in the Catholic Church and so on. It can create a lot of problems. So what is going to happen? Are we going to stay together? So I say all those things to make a clear distinction between feeling and a spiritual love. I want to love beyond my feeling. I want to commit to serve my spouse beyond my feelings. I want to be faithful to the first love. We need to exercise our will beyond our feeling. If as a priest I say, I am exhausted of traveling all the time and addressing young people and hearing confessions. It breaks my neck, my back, and I give up. I'm going to get married. I just give up. No. God called me to be a priest. Look at Saint Jean-Marie Vianney. After 14 hours in the confessional, he could say, that's enough now. I'm going to the Bahamas, Hawaii. And no, Saint Jean-Marie Vianney shows us love beyond feeling. Love, unconditional. Love that forgives, love that gives, love that goes beyond feeling. Only saints will regenerate the world. That's what John Paul II said. Saints are people who knew what true love is, beyond feeling. Yes, only saints can regenerate the world. So, the thing is, how can we have a true love without agape? True love, to be completely true, cannot be just human. You see, we need to receive it from God. It's so important for us to understand why Jesus in the Gospel of St. John said that he was going to be our friend. Friendship with Jesus is not friendship with just anybody. We can be friends with God. And the proof is what Jesus said in the Gospel. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love than this no one has, that one lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do the things I command you. No longer do I call you servants, because the servant does not know what his master does. But I have called you friends, because all things that I have heard from my Father I have made known to you. You see, the measure of our friendship should be the friendship that Jesus gives us, a friendship in which we share everything, we receive everything from one another. The friendship with Christ implies the charity that is in the Father, in the Son, in the Holy Spirit, the charity that binds the three persons of the Holy Trinity together. Without charity, St. Paul said, I am nothing. So we cannot say, I love someone truly, unless there is this love of charity. And that's why we need to pray every day.